My middle name is Anthony. My mom, my family, they love Anthony. I got a brother who's Anthony, Frank Anthony. We got Joseph Anthony, another brother. We got Anthony Vincent. My son is Gianni Anthony, so we love Anthony. Really quick, I guess the short version is, when I was 19, I was recruited to wrestle in Division I at the University of Maryland. And I wind up having, almost lost my right leg. I had a blocked artery, the popliteal artery behind the knee. So we got a guy who was running a mile in 5 minutes, 8 seconds, no training, no formal training. So I'm flying, running a mile, strong as can be. Get that little blood clot behind the knee. They don't know what caused it. So I was, at the time, according to my vascular surgeon, the youngest known person in the country to have a bypass surgery of any kind. The second youngest was 32, the second youngest known. So 19 years old, phenomenal health, one of those people like just strong as can be, landscaper, whatever, wrestler. So that, I didn't realize at the time, but that planted the seeds for me to be here today, where went and worked in journalism, and I was very much very linear, very everything is at face value, and if an authority figure told me something, I believed it, and I interviewed government people and governors and senators, and I believed a lot of what I was told, and I was just very, right there. And then I had, my son had we'll just say an intervention, and my son, at a year and a half, he was a year and a half, and then he lost the look in his eyes that I'd never seen since. He had an intervention, and the eyes went, and I've never seen, my son's never greeted me with the same eyes as I saw that day at 15, 16 months, where I lost my son as I knew him and what you expect as a father. That then started, that's the red pill. That's where some of the things that people in here will talk about, I would have dismissed years ago. I've certainly been dismissive. I wouldn't want to hear it. And then the more that I go off the beaten path, and I'm not saying there's definitely things that are very far-fetched, but I keep a very open mind. And so as I've gotten older as an athlete, I have a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I want to stay, for me, I've seen so many sick people. Selfishly, I want to stay as young as I can. I'll be 53 in May, and I still train at a very high level. And so really a lot of what I do is targeted at longevity, and I'm not a guy with any formal training. I'm just a persistent person who's tenacious, who tries to research as much as he can, who tries to experiment with it. So y'all tell me something.
Now that's called a biohacking.
Right, yeah. I'm gonna get some bands, and so I'm a guy who's, I need to experiment, I need to touch the hot stove. You can't tell me whatever. I can pick the scientific studies apart, even the best of them. Just as a researcher, I can find the flaws. Even the best studies have tons of flaws in them. There's no perfect study out there, not even close. So you have to get it, in my opinion, in the trenches. You have to test it and see it. So that's been kind of my story, my arc, and I'm just really happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.